The new chief of the Maharashtra ATS Himanshu Roy has said that Pakistan has continued its policy of state-sponsored terrorism even after 26/11. Speaking to Headlines Today, Strategic Affairs editor Gaurav Sawant on the sidelines of the India Today conclave, Roy said that no less than 4,000 emails sent by Pakistani handlers to Yasin Bhatkal have been seized, adding that his team has direct evidence of Pakistan's involvement in fomenting terror in India. Take a look.
Emails that indicate Pakistan has a role to sponsor terror in India. With me on the show is Himanshu Roy, the new chief of the anti-terror squad of Maharashtra. Himanshu Roy, welcome on Headlines Today. What is the evidence that India has that Pakistan sponsors terror? What are these 4,000 emails all about?
These emails are between Yasin Bhatkal on the one hand and his handlers in Pakistan, Riaz and Iqbal. The location of the IP addresses shows that these are all based, his handlers are based in Pakistan. That is the immediate issue. In a larger perspective, we know that 26/11 was sponsored by Pakistan. We know that the LET control room was in Karachi. We are aware that the training took place in LET camps in POK and in Pakistan, Punjab. We have lots and lots of evidence, not just to suggest, but to clearly pin Pakistan as an exporter of terror. In fact, many of the accused in Pakistan have been named as wanted accused in the charge sheet that we have sent in 26/11. And it's not just us. It is also the Pakistani authorities themselves, the Federal Investigation Agency of Pakistan, which is doing its own 26/11 investigation, which has arrested LET commanders who are responsible for the 26/11 attack. Of course, this is after considerable international pressure.
Post 26/11, at this point of time, Abu Jundal is in custody. You've personally interrogated him. Yasin Bhatkal is in your custody. You've interrogated him. Does Pakistan post 26/11 till date continue to sponsor terror? Is there evidence, sir?
There is no doubt about it. There is little doubt about it. It's a war which works for them. It's a low intensity, low cost war. They're bleeding us with 1,000 cuts. And they don't need to get into a high energy, high engagement kind of conflict with all its implications and costs. And they continue to do so to this very day.
What is the direct evidence? Where in Pakistan are Riaz Bhatkal and Iqbal Bhatkal? The IP addresses, have we shared this with the Ministry of External Affairs? Have they shared it with Pakistan? Do you want Government of India to put pressure on Pakistan to nail the Bhatkal brothers? And are you disappointed if this is not happening?
I wouldn't say I'm disappointed, because a lot of efforts are being made at all levels. We are not sure to what extent we can expect cooperation from the Pakistan authorities in this. The NIA has also filed a charge sheet against Yasin Bhatkal, in which the role of the Pakistan handlers is clearly shown. I wouldn't say that, we are disappointed. It's a long, drawn-out battle, and we're willing to fight it.
Okay. Is this state sponsorship of terror? Are these state actors, or are these elements in Pakistan, perhaps non-state actors, or is it very difficult to differentiate between the two?
I think any country which indulges in this kind of thing will always try and have deniability. They will always try and stay one step away so that they can actually deny that they are involved in this. But if you put all the pieces together, it is state-sponsored terrorism.
I was attending the Tahawwur Hussain Rana trial in that Chicago courtroom. David Coleman Headley spoke of officers he'd met of ISI in Pakistan and interacted with them. David Coleman Headley and Tahawwur Hussain Rana also spoke of elements in India. In India, they were in touch with. Have you been able to get to who these sleeper cells in India were?
This is a question which has been asked before, and from the investigation that we have done in 26/11 and from the interrogation of suspects, including Abu Jundal, whom you mentioned, there doesn't seem to be any mole or any such honeybee as was suggested. We have not been able to, at least I have not been able to interrogate David Headley. As you know, he has struck a plea bargain with the US authorities and they've given him 35 years in prison. So it doesn't seem likely that we would be able to interrogate him in the near future. But from the pieces that we have been put together so far, there doesn't seem to be a motive.